Hello and welcome to Thought for January the 5th. Our readings are Genesis chapters 9 and 10, Psalms 11, 12 and 13, and Matthew chapter 7. And our thought is, but God remembered. In Genesis we have been reading the account of the flood that wiped out all the descendants of Adam and Eve except Noah, his wife, 3 sons and their wives. Archaeologists have come across many ancient records of other nations with memories of a massive flood, although these accounts are embellished with lots of fanciful features. Both Jesus in Luke 17 verse 27 and Peter in 1 Peter 3 verse 20 refer to the flood as an historic fact and as a lesson of God acting as a result of total ungodliness. The end of Genesis chapter 7 tells how the waters prevailed on the earth for 150 days, blotting out all life and covering all the mountains. The next chapter, chapter 8, begins in an odd way in most Bibles. We read, "But God remembered Noah and all the beasts." It should not be understood as meaning God had forgotten them and suddenly remembered. We humans sometimes do that. It is a translation of the same Hebrew word as we read 2 days ago in the Psalms. What is man that you are mindful of him? Psalm 8 verse 4. We read in Malachi last week how God had written a book of remembrance, chapter 3 verse 16, of those whom he bears in mind. He is the Creator who sees and knows all things. How utterly wonderful to have a Creator bear you in mind. Thus, when Noah is again on dry land, God makes a covenant with him that never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. Chapter 9 verse 9. The rainbow is the sign to confirm this covenant. And of course the earth was not destroyed, only the people. The letter to the Hebrews praises Noah for his faith. In chapter 11 verse 7 we read, "By faith Noah, being warned by God concerning events as yet unseen, in reverent fear constructed an ark for the saving of his household, and became an heir of the righteousness that comes by faith." Faith is an active principle that causes you to do things. Jesus warns us that conditions on earth when he is about to return will be like those that were in Noah's day and Lot's day, when they were eating and drinking, buying and selling, planting and building. Luke 17 verse 28. There is nothing wrong with that, but this is what they totally focused their lives upon. And when Jesus says, "Remember Lot's wife," be mindful of what happened to her, Genesis 19 verse 26, when she was reluctant to leave that way of life. Jesus then comments in Luke 17 verse 33, "Whoever seeks to preserve his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life will keep it." How do we understand that? Well, Lot lost all that he had, and so did Noah. He did not seek to preserve that way of life. He put no value on it. Things which have everlasting value must be in the forefront of our minds. The way we live our lives will show this. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that Word to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.